Hello, and thank you for coming back to Product of Poetry, where I talk about this one ingredient, the only ingredient you need to help grow your hair and grow it fast. Yes, I do mean just one ingredient. So this is not clickbait, okay? And what I consider clickbait are those videos that claim you only need one ingredient to use to grow your hair, and then when you click on the video, they're showing you like 5 other different ingredients that they're mixing in with the one ingredient they claim that they use to help grow your hair. And if you do the math, that's not one ingredient, because one ingredient is exactly the number 1. So with that being said, let's talk about it. Batana oil is the one and only main ingredient you need to grow your hair, and it grows your hair pretty fast. If you go ahead and you look at some of my previous videos, you will see how much my hair has grown in 2 months of usage. And my goal is to grow my hair into a nice, big, beautiful afro. And I thank you guys for joining me on the journey to truly see how much the Batana oil is really working in growing my hair. You know, because why spend and waste your money on products that say that it's going to grow your hair and it doesn't? I'm telling you, this works. Look at some of my previous videos and you will see. Continue to follow me and you will watch as my hair continues to grow by using just this one ingredient here, Batana oil. So with that being said, please remember to like, continue to subscribe, share in case there's anyone else that you know who is interested in growing their hair. And save the video. Yes. Moving forward, I'm not focused on a company. I've mentioned this before. However, I do purchase a lot of products from this company. You can find them on Amazon. I'm a shea butter fanatic. So when I found that they sold this, I went right ahead and I purchased it from them because I'm very satisfied with all their shea butters. As you can see, this is in the solid form. I use this solid form on my daughter's hairs. As for myself, I go ahead and I use the liquid form because look, I'm very lazy. I'm not sitting here parting up this fro in order to get this into my scalp. What I do is I take it already in the oil form because it has an applicator, and I just get directly into the scalp like so. Take my fingers and I massage it in real good. And you got to make sure you got to give it a real good massage. And you'll know that you're giving it a real good massage because you'll feel it a little warm, a little tingly in your scalp. Then you'll be like, oh yeah, I'm massaging it real good. Yes. And that's the same way how when you are washing your hair with Batana oil infused. You know what I'm saying. Batana oil infused shampoo and conditioner, you got to make sure you really scrubbing it into your scalp. So this, the shampoo, got to make sure I'm picking up the right one. This shampoo is a very rich shampoo. So you don't need too many pumps in your hand. As long as your hair is well wet, well saturated in the water, you don't need too much of this in order to get a good lather. Just as I said, when you put it in your hair, make sure you really give it a good scrub to open up, you know, your follicles, or however, if you want to be technical, you know what I mean. It's just like when you go in the hair salon and they give you that good scrub that just make your eyes roll like, oh, that's the type of scrub you got to be giving your scalp when you're washing your hair with the shampoo. And then you put the conditioner because it's like you're opening up all the pores so that when you go ahead and you apply your Batana oil, it really soaks up in the scalp. And of course, as always, you know, when you go to bed at night, you got to put on the bonnet, which, as you know what I'm going to say, this is for indoor use only. So don't walk out in the street with this with the whole ratchet pack. Let's not do that. And you know what I mean by the whole ratchet starter pack. I'm not even gonna get into details because that's not what we're talking about. You know I like to digress, but I always do get back on subject, which is the Batana oil. You do not need to buy both. They're absolutely the same thing. And I'm not focused on the company. I said this before. Anywhere you can get 100% Batana oil, where this is the only ingredient, the sole ingredient, then that's the one you get. So, only one ingredient. I meant when I said you only need one ingredient to help grow your hair. It's not mash the avocado, add olive oil, sprinkle in some salt, and I know it sounds like I'm probably making like some type of guacamole something. No, do not put the guacamole in your hair. Save it for your tortilla and you can eat that. The banana, mashing up the banana and putting it in. Eat your banana. If you have children, believe me, the children would be happier eating the banana than you putting it in their hair. And let's not get started with the mayonnaise and egg. Like, food is too expensive to be doing all of that. This is why I am informing you, if you want to grow your hair, you will get the same result, maybe even a better result, with just the one ingredient. And all those other things I mentioned, you could just eat those. You could just eat it. And just focus on using this. I am not product hopping. I'm not like some of those other channels as well, that every week they're telling you something different to help grow your hair. How are you supposed to know that what they're telling you really works and actually helps in growing your hair if every week they're showing you something different? Yeah, this is me asking the question, and I'm pretending you're giving a response. You really can't. How could you? Because they keep product hopping. However, here on my channel, you can see it is evident I am not product hopping. I am telling you this works on my hair. Yes, it's been working on my hair. And this is the only ingredient I'm using. I'm using it in shampoo, conditioner form. Then I'm applying the oil. And as I mentioned before, you do not need to purchase both, because I'm going to tell you right now, these are the same thing. When my oil finish, I'm just going to take this here, scoop out a spoon and put it in the Pyrex, melt it, get the oil form, pour it in this here, but not when it's too hot, because it'll mess around and melt this bottle and probably burn the crap out of my scalp, and we're not trying to do that. But at the right temperature, I will pour it in this bottle, and then I will go ahead and apply it in my hair, get it in my scalp. Yes, but like I said, you do not need to purchase both. One or the other will be suffice. Let me give y'all a little disclosure. Now, you have to treat the Batana oil like Jerry curl juice. Okay, I'm going to tell you why. Because if you put too much of this in your hair, it will go through your double silk bonnet and it will get on your pillow. See, it got on my daughter's pillows. You probably can't see it too well because of my lighting, but don't worry, I'm working on that. I will eventually get some better lighting. But this is for informational purposes, so you're getting the information, so you may not see what I can see, but believe me when I say it stains material. So just, take my word for it. Don't learn the hard way. By putting too much, you mess around and you done stain something and you can't even get it out. Now, being that this is a pillow, I can throw this pillow right back in the washing machine and it will, come off. But let's just say your leather interior in your car is white, and you went ahead and you just got too heavy-handed with the oil, all of that in your hair, and you just sitting back in your seat. Now you got all the oil on your white leather seat in your car. Now, I'm going to tell you, I don't know if that can come out, but see, I'm giving you the warning. Yes, this helps in growing your hair. It most definitely does, but you have to use it sparingly. You know what I mean by sparingly. Don't overdo it and have it like dripping like Jerry curl juice all over your hair. Another disclosure I would like to give you is for those of you who are booed up, have a partner, please, when you're in a relationship, it's not about you only. You have to be mindful and considerate of your partner. I say this because Batana oil has a scent. You either like how it smells or you don't like how it smells. I suggest you ask your partner, does the smell bother them? Because I'm telling you right now, you can't have this in your hair, trying to grow your hair, and you laying next to your boo, and your boo don't want to lay next to you because they're like, I don't like how this smells. So let's be considerate, be considerate. That's a part of being in a relationship. Because like I said, when you are in a relationship, it's not all about you. You got to also think about the other person. That is 2 disclosures I gave you. Disclosure number 1 was that it does stain. It stains. Now, as I mentioned, for the pillow, I can always throw this in the wash machine and I can wash the stain off of this. Now, as far as your leather interior in your vehicle, I don't know, because my interior vehicle, my leather in my vehicle, yes, the leather in my vehicle is not a color where, if I were leaning back, you can really see the stain. So it's not white. My leather interior is black. For those of you who have white, cream, one of those lighter type of leather interiors, or even if it's not leather interior, please be mindful. Don't get heavy-handed with this and just want to be driving like this or lean back and get it all on your seat, because you'll be mad. You'll be very mad. But it does what it says it will do, which is grow your hair, which is what we're talking about, right? But as I am telling you about the ingredients, I'm telling you about other potential things that come with it as well, which is also the smell. You either like the smell, you don't. I did mention, to me, the smell is like a combination of Miskito, which is castor oil, and coffee. I've become used to the scent of it now, so it doesn't really bother me too much. Okay, that's just me. But like I said, if you're booed up, please be mindful and ask if the smell bothers them or if it doesn't. And then remember, don't be heavy-handed because you'll be mad. This will be all over your linen sheets on your bed, your silk sheets on your bed. If you listen, you put too much and it's gonna go right through your satin bonnet. Remember, I told you so. But other than that, listen, it grows your edges. So if you have issues with your edges, you're missing them, you're trying to grow them back, it will definitely help grow your edges. It will help thicken up your hair. It helps make your hair more manageable. It moistens your hair. It lessens hair breakage. There's a lot of good benefits to using Batana oil. Please don't only take my word for it. Do your research. As anything anyone can tell you online, you take it with a grain of salt. Okay, I did my research, which is why I decided I'm going to go ahead and invest in this. And I love it so much. I'm like, ooh, I want to tell everybody about it and spread the word, because I'm one of those type of people. Like, I know something good, I want everyone to know about it, because I'm not the only one trying to benefit from it. I'm one of those friends. So with that being said, this is Product of Poetry, where I talk about it's called product, but it's really about the ingredient. Y'all already know. About the ingredient I'm using to grow my hair in a fro. And then I read poetry. So I thank you once again for listening to me talking about the one ingredient, the only one ingredient you need to help grow your hair. Batana oil. It's the only ingredient you need. Just one. Not 10 plus 1, make it 11. Just one. This looks like I'm holding up the number 11. I'll put my finger behind this just to show you just the one ingredient. That's the only ingredient you need to help grow your hair. And you will be satisfied. And if you're not satisfied, I don't know what to tell you, because I'm not the one selling this, so I can't give you your money back. I'm just telling you what's been working for me. And hey, it works. It works. Why not give it a try? And if you're still skeptical about it, please continue to watch my channel, and you will see how my hair continues to grow into a nice, beautiful afro. And when my fro get big enough, I already said I'm going to pierce my nose and start walking around here with bell bottoms like pop, 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 That's what I plan to do. Thank you for listening. Once again, continue to like, subscribe, comment below. If you have any questions regarding this ingredient, Batana oil, feel free to ask me. I love reading comments and I do love responding. With that being said, here's the poetry section of Product of Poetry. Thanks again for listening. Oh, no. We're not doing that. I've got so much to live for, dreams to soar, delicious dishes to explore, memories to store, places to be at. I'm like a lab rat. I might have ran into a few dead ends. Determination eventually leads to an exit, so I'm no longer trapped. I decide how free I am and want to be. You won't catch me giving up so easily. A matter of fact, that shit has no meaning to me and not part of my vocabulary. Them two words lie 6 feet in defeat's forgotten cemetery. As long as I'm alive, all I do is win. Dunking tongue out on every shot I call, hanging off the rim. Flexing like I own the ball. Life is a game I came to play. Best to believe I'm scoring every single day. There are no competitors who stand in my way. My moves are Goliath. My purpose is to slay. Thank you for listening. It was greatly appreciated. Please remember to like, subscribe, follow, depending on the platform you're on. Comment. I enjoy reading the comments below. And share. Sharing is caring. Share the poem if you think someone could benefit from listening to the poem. And save it if you really loved it. Until next time, thanks again for listening.